Hey folks, welcome back to Miss Nightmare Reviews. 2017 is finally over and thank goodness for that. So, I think it's the perfect time to go back to some live action Disney sing-alongs. Again. For a quick recap for returning viewers, or for those seeing this for the first time, I've taken a look at 4 out of 9 Disney sing-alongs, specifically the ones with live action portions trying to make their own story. I don't review the animated sing-alongs because I would have to review all the Disney films or shorts used as stock footage. Without further ado, let's take a look at the only live action sing-along taking place inside the Haunted Mansion. Kinda. Released in August 1998, Happy Haunting Party at Disneyland is the 8th entry taking place in the theme parks. In this sing-along, we follow 3 kids trying to unravel clues on who the mysterious ghost host is holding the party at the Haunted Mansion. It would be a pretty cool tale for this sing-along, and yet, well, it's not good, is it, Knight? Well, Mokana, this was one of my 2 favorites to watch all the time as a kid. But the only way to find out is to sit back, folks, relax, as we dive into Disney sing-along songs, Happy Haunting. After the opening sting, we see cheesy 90s graphics of an invitation sent to the viewer by none other than the Magic Mirror.
To the Haunted Mansion you're invited for a Halloween party. I'm so excited. Mickey and Minnie are waiting at the gate. They need your help to decorate. So come one, come all, come on, join in. The Halloween party is about to begin.
Why would Mickey and Minnie need our help to decorate if it's their Halloween party? It's the freaking Haunted Mansion! It doesn't need any Halloween decorations.
Then what about the Haunted Mansion holiday layover?
That's Christmas. That's a completely different holiday. The song, It's Halloween, is written by Mike Hamilstein and John and Roger Baishu, who write or rewrite a bunch of lyrics in this sing-along. I could say right now that it's boring, it doesn't have any spirit in it, and there's no energy in this. At least in the other sing-alongs I've reviewed so far, they had energy. And for some reason, I had this as an earworm stuck in my head over the years. Also, knockoff Universal horror monsters. They exist, all right.
Welcome to each and every guest. I am the voice that knows what's best.
That's not how you welcome guests. Hold on, let me show you the proper way to do it.
Welcome, foolish mortals, to the Haunted Mansion.
Now that is how you make an entrance. The Magic Mirror, or the guide, tells them to guess who he is and prepare to decorate the mansion for the party. First, he tells them they need to hunt for pumpkins by finding a crystal ball, with only 3 kids going up the stairs on this mission. You heard that right, folks. Like I mentioned in the beginning, instead of following a whole bunch of kids, this time around we're just only following 3. It's a nice change of pace, and I can remember this trio's name a whole lot better than the past sing-alongs.
What are their names here?
Sally, Zach, and Sam. Speaking of which...
Hey, where's Sam? Oh no. Maybe he went in there.
Yes, he probably went into the room with the obvious sign. Also, where's Madame Leota? Or any of the ghosts for that matter? There's 999 happy haunts, hence the title, and there are no ghosts to be seen in the Haunted Frickin' Mansion.
You really are a theme park nerd, aren't ya?
You say that like it's a bad thing.
It's not. I just like messing with you.
No sake for a month.
Aw, man.
Once finding Sam, the Magic Mirror tells them to gaze into the crystal ball, which transports them into anime green screen land. Wait a second. Play that back. I don't believe it. That's the Psycho house from Psycho. Oh my goodness. This sing-along did a better job referencing that film than the Cars Land Halloween Decor. Seriously, look at this photo. Breaks Motel. Breaks motel. I am seriously missing the Monster High puns right now.
5 little pumpkins sitting on a gate. The first one said, "Oh my, it's getting late." The second one said, "There are witches in the air." The third one said, "But we don't care." The fourth one said, "Let's run and run and run." The fifth one said, "I'm ready for some fun."
5 Little Pumpkins, originally sung by Raffi and written by Raffi and Kenneth David Whiteley, is just another earworm song that's, once again, boring. And my goodness, the animation is very limited here, and they really had to reverse that shot they used earlier. Like, seriously, this is the shot they used, and then they reversed it. Pumpkins can't go up the hill like that.
Your pumpkins are really great. You're just in time to decorate.
Where is that voice coming from? Maybe he's in here.
Yes, clearly the voice is coming from the fake pumpkin in your hand. It all makes sense. Eureka! Once Sally asks if there's any more they can do, the magic mirror tells them to place more decorations of ghosts, goblins, and other creatures around. Stan places a knockoff Lonesome Ghost on the wall, which...
Grinning ghosts come out. Grinning ghosts come out. Grinning ghosts come out.
I don't believe it. Since Flick's musical adventure, this is the second time they butchered a classic Disney theme park song. Just, why are you doing it again? Grinning Ghosts, composed by Betty Baker and lyrics by the late Xavier Antencio, is supposed to be done in a fast-paced, cheery tone that showcases that the happy haunts are content on being dead and seeing why they enjoy it. At least the Bare Naked Ladies got that right in their cover, which I recommend listening to because it's awesome. While this one decides to change lyrics to try and fit what's going on in the scene, but it's poorly done.
I'm hungry.
It sounds like you need recharging, and your tummy needs enlarging. Without a single doubt, Goofy's the one to help you out.
Or you could get some delicious gumbo at New Orleans Square since you are in Disneyland.
Maybe they forgot.
Would have forgotten? I wouldn't have forgotten.
He's making my favorite of all party dips, chicken lips and lizard hips.
Chicken lips and what?
That sounds much worse than grub soup. And Goofy's gone country. Again.
Chicken lips and lizard hips and alligator eyes, monkey legs and buzzer legs and salamander thighs.
Originally written by John and Nancy Cassidy, Chicken Lips and Lizard Hips is the most country song I've heard in my life. I get why this was chosen because of all the creepy ingredients, yet it just doesn't work. And bless Bill Farmer, he's doing his best, but the song lyrics themselves are just not good.
Oh, here's some for you and you and you. Roll! Roll! Roll!
Once the trio runs off, the magic mirror tells them it's the perfect time for a story.
Is to read the book that's glowing.
Ooh, look at that! The Legend of Sleepy Hollow.
Oh yeah, it's the Legend of the Headless Horseman of Sleepy Hollow. Man, I love this folktale. It's one of my favorites of all time. And one that keeps being retold from many adaptations. And I do mean there are plenty of adaptations of this folktale.
He's out looking for a time to chum. Don't stop to figure out a plan. You can reason with a headless man.
Originally from the adventures of Ichabod Crane and Mr. Toad, the song was written by Don Ray and G. DePaul, and originally sung by Bing Crosby. I got nothing bad to say on this song. It's pretty good, though it makes me wish I was watching the movie instead of seeing random clips of it. But it's being told like a story, so I'm going to give it a pass. That was a lovely story about murder. Once the story is over, the magic mirror tells the trio it's time to find some costumes by looking for a hidden door.
Put the candle back.
Oh god, I don't want to float. Hey guys! Wait a second. The secret entrance brought them to the attic? Isn't that at the very top of the mansion?
Well, you got me. By all accounts, it doesn't make sense.
What was that? There's nothing in there but us, Sam.
There's more here than meets the eye. Come closer and you'll see why. This is indeed an excellent room to find your Halloween costume.
How's staring in a mirror going to get them a costume?
The same way they stared at a crystal ball?
You have a point. Sadly.
3 + 2 make 5 little witches dancing in their brand new breeches, black and yellow with purple stitches for the Halloween ball.
5 Little Witches is okay, but how they decided to portray it with the little girls getting dressed up and having their pictures taken in a not so subtle soundstage, yeah, it's not cute. It's downright creepy, and I want to forget I ever watched this part.
Wow, look at me! That was fun. For you? What about us? Hey, maybe there's something for us in here. Hey, look! They have skeletons in their closet.
Okay, they found Uncle Knick-Knack.
Spooky, scary skeletons send shivers down your spine.
And the next song too, what a crazy coincidence. Yes, folks, this is what the original song, Spooky Scary Skeletons, sounds like when it's not remixed. I'm sure everyone knows of the Living Tombstones remix, which they did an amazing job on, but people tend to forget the artist who made the song in the first place, Andrew Gold, son of Marty Nixon. Yes, that Marty Nixon was an American singer, songwriter, musician, and arranger who collaborated with Paul McCartney, Neil Diamond, Bette Midler, and Freddie Mercury. He was the lead singer of the band Wax during the 1980s until their breakup in 1989. Gold continued to write music when in 1996 led him to release a children's album titled Halloween Howls with John Waite, where Spooky Scary Skeletons originated from. Sadly, Andrew Gold passed away in 2011 due to heart failure, so it's a bit sad he didn't know that the song he made would become a remix sensation. Then what do you think about the song and the sing-along? Well, since this is the original song, I can say it's not bad. Though the green screen skeletons, yeah, they're not good at all. Especially using the classic skeleton dance short. I'd rather watch that than watch the green screen skeletons again.
Whoa! Cool!
Unlike a horror-themed Slim Goodbody. After acquiring 2, the trio head downstairs to search for a costume for Sam.
Hey, look! It's locked.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's locked because there's a Do Not Disturb sign on the door.
Have some fun and take a peek. Observe some sorcerers who are quite unique.
Maybe that's where the voice is.
Unfortunately, Sam, you just discovered the next song.
Casting my spell on you. I'm casting my spell on you. I'm casting my spell on you. I'm casting my spell on you.
Casting My Spell, which is written by Edwin Johnson, is not bad to listen to. Yet, I wish it had more energy to accompany the jazzy score, and more movies and shorts I could be watching instead. Yay.
Wow, look at me!
I look like a knockoff of Yen Said! Once obtaining their costumes, the trio head back to the party only to discover that everyone has vanished.
Oh,
Who are you?
why, I'm Merlin, of course.
Merlin! Yeah!
From Disney's The Sword in the Stone? Why is he here?
I don't know, but this just got exciting! With Merlin's magic, he teleports the trio to Mickey's Toontown for trick-or-treating, and the next song, of course.
Treat, trick or treat, let's trick or treat. Fill our bags with candy.
There you are.
Trick or treat. Today is Halloween.
Trick or Treat is another boring song. It's just talking about the different sights in Toontown along with, well, trick-or-treating. But there are a couple lines that stick out to me the most. Just don't dress like copyrighted characters.
Then why are you dressed as Neville Longbottom from Harry Potter?
What? Oh, no, this is the Serpent Slayer cardigan, Mogana.
Right.
knocking on every door in Toontown? Look, I've been to Disneyland's Toontown a few times, and there's some doors you shouldn't even touch, mainly because they don't open, or there's no door.
The night's magic is not yet done. I have been commanded by my Lord Mickey to transport you to the party. Let it be so.
I never want to hear from you ever again.
Arriving back in the mansion, the magic mirror tells them it's time to finally enjoy the party when Sam says this.
I bet I know where the voice is. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the smartest one of all?
Clever boy, you guessed it right. I'm the mirror from Snow White.
It was me all along! Even if I revealed it was me since the very beginning! Wait, why did I do this plan again?
He did the Monster Mash.
The classic Monster Mash was created by Bob Pickett and Leonard L. Capozzi. Between all the different covers and the original, this would be not bad with the mad scientist singing, but the kid chorus and the terrible choreography don't save it at all. Though I can already guess most of the budget probably went into getting the rights for this song.
Thanks for dropping by. Come again. Don't be shy. You now know there's nothing to fear. So come back for Halloween next year.
Oh, Corey Burden, don't ever change.
Wait, that was legendary voice actor Corey Burden?
Yeah, actually, before I head into my final thoughts, doing some research for Happy Haunting proved to be a bit of a challenge. Mainly the live actor portraying the magic mirror. The end credits gave no indication if Corey Burden was playing the role physically, so with a ton of searching, I was able to contact him. I thought I wouldn't get a response, but in one day, he sent me a reply. Folks, I'm about to show you parts of the email that I was sent from Mr. Burden himself that detail a few things that went down behind the scenes and a couple cool interesting facts that I thought were neat to show to you guys. I was truly disappointed when I first saw it all put together those many years ago. I only seen the face in the mirror dialogue while it was in production, and had no idea it would turn out to be such a local TV station grade kiddie show piece all put together. Given this looks like the lowest budget of the sing-alongs I reviewed so far, I have to agree. It was fun playing the character anyway, and yes, one of the only on-camera shoots I've ever been physically cast in. The face paint was actually a pretty sophisticated prosthetic makeup appliance, custom molded and applied by the great makeup effects artist Matthew Mungle to mimic the original 1950s grease paint look as seen on Hans Conrad when he appeared as the mirror on the Disneyland TV shows. Well, I think the Magic Mirror's makeup is the best in this whole entire production. I mean, it does a great job being an homage to the original grease paint makeup back in the day. Matthew Mungle did a great job on it, though I wish I could ask him if he did the horrible makeup job on the Universal fake monsters. Just, they look so terrible. While I delivered the entire role on set, it's disappointing to now see they never bothered to synchronize the live takes with the on-camera pieces used. Practically all of the bits were videotaped, but only those few little snippets made it on screen. I think it sucks because I wish we could see those alternate takes, but unfortunately, we don't have any bloopers or deleted scenes and sing-alongs on DVDs, and they don't keep that footage around, so it's lost in time, unfortunately. And I sure wasn't expecting it would be an all-kid cast, other than myself and Merlin, who was played by Hamilton Camp. And I gotta admit, the late Hamilton Camp did an amazing job playing and voicing Merlin. I wish we had more of him as Merlin in this. I really do. He just was so much fun and happy. I don't want to give him a hug. I really do. Even though that deservedly little known and long forgotten Disney home video project didn't turn out to be anything like I hoped it would be, it was at least an interesting little adventure for an older actor like me. And I very much appreciate your interest. And Mr. Burden, if you're watching this, thank you so much for responding to my letter and for all the incredible information you gave me. You don't know how much it meant to get all this info. It helped a lot with this review. Now then, folks, that was Happy Haunting, or also known as Party at Disneyland. In the end, does it still hold up? Well, in my case, it's incredibly cheesy to riff on. No joke. With the cheapest sets, mediocre songs, good to bad makeup, This is one live-action Disney sing-along I recommend ripping with friends. It's so bad, it's good feeling when you watch it, with a little focus on Mickey and the gang. Choosing to focus on 3 kids, like I said, would have worked if the script had a better story. I would say we're just watching kids trying to decorate a place and trick-or-treat in their own fun, but it makes it worse when the kids don't look like they're having a good time. Move over, Happy Haunting. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party has a word with you. Though I'll note with it taking place in the Haunted Mansion, they barely did anything creative with the sets. Instead choosing to go with the generic creepy halls and rooms and not doing their own recreation takes of the ride. Overall, I recommend watching this around Halloween with friends to riff on. You're going to have a lot of fun doing it, trust me. I had a lot of fun doing it with my friends. And if you want, you could try and make a drinking game out of it. Just be responsible when you do. Well folks, that's all I got for you for today. So until next time, I'm Miss Nightmare, and I'll see you all in the next review. Hey folks, do you want to support the show? Well, you can become a patron today at patreon.com/thenightproductions. You get some cool rewards such as seeing videos ahead of time, title cards, scripts, and you can even request something for me to review no matter if I saw it or not. So if you want to support the show, you can go to patreon.com/thenightproductions.